up in terms of maybe making this a thing for the future here. I just don't think that you had time to get anybody other running backs out there with your injuries. Um, you are heading into this week 3-0 against another 3-0 team, the Westside Woodchucks. You, my friend, are the King Pink's game of the week 4. So we're all very excited to see how that's going to break up. Two powerhouses going at it, which segues me to owner Wheatley and the Westside Woodchucks. I think clearly the fact that you posted that letter, you appeased the fantasy gods. Karma was good to you as you had the week high score for week 3 with 133 points. Last 2 weeks, you've had 130 plus point scoring outputs. I do like the fact that you are essentially the San Francisco 49ers of our Kingpin Fantasy Leagues. You pick up Alden Smith the day on Sunday, play him, and then immediately cut him or send him on his way to rehab. So deft move there, owner Wheatley. You are looking a little Harbonian or Harbogian. So then we've got the Wichita Wings. 2-0. You went 2-0 against 2-0-3 teams. So kind of hard to kind of see where you're at right now. You've shown some strengths and some weaknesses. One huge steal of the draft, Josh Gordon, came out, had a monster week for you. I don't know if he's always going to get 19 targets each week, but you know what? He's a huge deep threat and adds certainly an element to that Cleveland Brown offense. And, when you have Peyton Manning there to, bail you out every week, it's a pretty nice feeling. So good job to you, sir, in the last 2 weeks. Moving on, we've got Knack, who finished the OLAZ 1-1, losing this week tightly, but beating the NoHo Phoenixes on week 2, issuing them their faded Facebook logo switch right there, which is nice. You know what? I'm looking at your team right here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. You've got Stafford and Green, and Forte has actually had a pretty good season on the Bears offense this year. Not too many people were quite sure how he's going to get worked in there, but it's pretty clear that they're going to, try and get him equal number of touches, both receiving and rushing, and or at least yardage wise. Gio Bernard looking strong, rookie of the year potential. And then Joyke Bell. I don't know. I'm a Lions fan. I have no idea how to say this guy's name. Joique. Joy? I don't know. But huge added value to your roster there. Great pickup when Bush goes down. Bell he's a different style of running back obviously than to Bush, but he's equally good catching the balls out of the backfield, and he's pretty solid. He's a load too. The next team up. By the way, Olaz, you face off the Wichita Wings. Okay, so should be a good showdown this week as well. Next up, we've got the dominating Ducats making a huge mega trade, trading their 2 keepers there, David Wilson for Aaron Rodgers and some other people. You're going to be loaded, man, with Rodgers, Welker, Julio, Alfred Morris, and Gronk. Could be dangerous. Could be real dangerous. Oh, also, too, thinking about the keepers. We're doing the 3-year keeper cap. Trading those 2 keepers means you get Aaron Rodgers for another 2 years, okay, fulfilling that 3-year keeper cap if you choose to keep them. Jim, you the same with David Wilson. You'll get 2 years left on David Wilson's tag. Trent, this week you head in to face off with the Zombie Daz. I'm sure he wasn't happy about that trade this week because, I guess Rodgers isn't playing this week, so you've got Terrell Pryor going, but still, that was a good one. Pretty solid all the way around. Okay. So round in the corner here are the top 7 teams here. We're looking at the sort of the bottom 7 teams. So the Sasquatch, 1-1. The past 2 weeks, you had a terrible week 3. But you were not the owned team of week 3. I just want you to be safe and secure in that. I know you're probably doing that Maury Povich dance when you find out that you're not the father, just popping and locking because you're not the Week 3 owned team. But you were pretty damn close. And this week you face off against the Fort Wayne Dancers. So we're both struggling a bit coming into Week 4, but it should be a rock fight. Okay. Next up is we got the Functional Alcoholics. Your team is ugly, but you still managed to squeak out a win and go 500 over the past 2 weeks. Not as ugly as you and your Chia Pet head, but your team is pretty ugly. This week you face off against the Rocket Sturgeons, so hey, maybe you could even this puppy up and go 500 for the season right now. So next we have got the Marina Del Rey Molester Vans. You can't spell panic without Jim, now can you? Wait, maybe you can spell panic with Jim? I don't know. I was never a very good speller, but here's what I do know. That those two trades felt a little panicky. Maybe because you only have $58 on the free agent auction, and it's Week 4, and you're left struggling to pick up the pieces of your season. I think it's, I mean, the first 2 weeks of the season, you had 120 plus points. Then you have 173 73 output, and you blow your team up. Your team is eviscerated. Felt a little bit like the panic button, but I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Next is me, the Fort Wayne Dancers. Owned for Week 2. I'll take that one on the chin, although I would like to blame that on Tim Hasselbeck. Sunday morning, I had Hopkins in my roster as the third wide receiver to go. That's where he had the OT TD catch against Tennessee. I was ready. Then I listened to Tim Hasselbeck, watching television, listening to Tim Hasselbeck, and he said, hey, Roddy White is still Roddy White. And I'm not going to start him over any lesser knowns right now because, he still could put something on the board here. And I go, yeah, right? It's fucking Roddy White. Fuck you, Tim Hasselbeck. And fuck you, too, Matt Prater. Still, I'm so pissed about that. Banging 3 field goals late in the game. I just thought Denver was going to run up touchdowns. Score at every single possession. So owned, the commish owned for Week 2. Burbank Buffalo and the Rockets are. I mean, you guys look the same to me. I can't really tell your teams apart. You guys are both dog shit. Very average outputs, 80 to 90 points a week. I don't know. There's not really much to say about you guys. So we're rounding close here to the 17-minute mark. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. We forgot a team. I'm sorry. That's right. I forgot. The NoHo Phoenixes. I almost forgot that you were owned for Week 3. And I know you're right. Yes, we only lost by like 6 or 7 points. But that's not what the owned award is about. The owned award is a cumulative event here that looks at not just your spread of your loss, but how you lost as well. And calling your shot at 30-point victory over the Zubas, losing by 6 points and running your mouth all over Facebook about how, hey guys, I'm just going to cut out for the rest of the week, but I'll see you on Monday and I'll get this photo down. You got owned, my friend. I mean, there's no way I couldn't give you that owned award. So, 30-point prediction. That's a clown prediction, bro. I mean, seriously, what are you doing? But anyways, this week you face off against the Marina Del Rey Molester Vans, which I'm dubbing as the One More Week Bowl. One more week, Jim. Come on, baby. I think the entire league we would love to see that OLAZ logo up there. It's just more fun. It's just, just keep that logo up there. It'd be hilarious. So now, officially, we are done. I think that's it. I've rambled on for a good solid 18 minutes here. I know you guys love it because I love it. So appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you on the message boards. Anything that you want to say it there, my friends. This is a weird sign off. I don't really care, but I'm knocking this thing out. All right. Bye, guys.